My name is Massowia. My grandfather was Tom Prince, father was Massowia von Prince, and his mother was Magdalena von Massow. My grandfather was born in Mauritius, Port Louis, and his mother was born in India, in Bengal, from a missionary family. They're Anzorg, you say in England, but Anzorger. They moved to Mauritius in 1858, something like that, and grandfather's mother married Tom Prince, who was then police superintendent in Mauritius. And both these people died of the malaria there and buried. So grandfather and his sister moved with their grandfather back to Germany in Liegnitz, because they were German, though they worked for the Church of England Missionary Society. Now, grandfather then went to a military school in Germany, in Liegnitz, and his general was General von Massow, and his daughter, Magdalena, was 14 years old when she saw this handsome young man and decided, whatever happens, she's going to marry this man. He was used to the German army, and so he made his way to German East Africa. He wasn't really allowed to join the German army there because he was an Englishman. But he knew a few people and he got in. So they got involved with the Rohirrim tribe that were on uprising and various other things before year 100. Soon after, he was retired and went up to Sakarani in the Uzambara Mountains. And when the First World War was about to start, he was asked by von Letter to come back into the army and lead people. So they went up, started off first the farmers in Kenya. You've seen the film Out of Africa, and those wretched German farmers. Well, that was grandfather and his people. And then they made their way down to Tanga, where he ended his life on the 4th of November. The grandfather and Magdalena, wherever they went, they did a lot of things together for the German army. They were involved with the uprising of the Rohirrim. And while Granny was there, her husband imported a prefab house to be built in Oringa. And that was all carried by porters from Dar es Salaam. And I've got a picture of it in here if you want to see. And she started collecting plants. So she ended up with 244 from the Botanical Archives in Berlin, they let me know. And they often have her name behind it, Princess, whatever. But otherwise, grandfather, from what my father told me, the Africans really respected him. And his name is still used among the Africans. And we had an outrigger that went to Zanzibar, and Dad named it Sakarani, and the Africans were bringing back bamboo, and the guy fell asleep, because on these outrigger boats you always have to have one man standing on the rigger and holding the stay rope. He went to sleep, and some dhows saw the name Sakarani, towed them through and brought them so they could sail back to Tanga. Otherwise, I'm open to questions. I don't know far too much about the family. I get it from dribs and drabs from people like Anne and other people. And my cousin gave me a lot of information, Kilulu. She was with the American Army. And she also wrote up a book on how to treat burn cases from the Vietnam War, because there were no books on it. There were different chemicals that they used for burn cases. So my family are very much involved with military one way or the other to this day. My mother's family were industrialists, so that's a little bit different altogether. That's about all.